Hey everyone, this is Pete, and welcome back to Atari A to Z Flashback, a series of explorations of the 150 games that make up Atari Flashback Classics for Nintendo Switch. Today's game is Secret Quest. This was a 1989 release for Atari 2600, developed by Steve DeFrisco from Nolan Bushnell's company Axlon. The packaging for the game actually stated that the game was by Bushnell himself, but this is inaccurate. Axlon was simply Bushnell's post-Atari development company. The game was developed specifically to show that the 1977 hardware of the 2600 could still compete with then modern systems in the gameplay stakes. And Secret Quest has been described by many people as the Atari 2600's answer to Nintendo's The Legend of Zelda on the NES, and certainly there's some elements in common. Since the Atari 2600's hardware is considerably less powerful than the NES though, Secret Quest is a somewhat simpler game, though still rather ambitious for the platform. There's even a rudimentary save game system in place, which was unheard of for Atari 2600 games at the time. So, let's go play Secret Quest.
Okay, here we are once again with Atari Flashback Classics. Today taking a look at Secret Quest, the Atari 2600's supposed answer to The Legend of Zelda. And you can probably just about see in the packaging on the screen there, there's a little smiling face of Nolan Bushnell there, despite the fact that he had nothing to do with this game aside from owning the company who developed it. Right, as usual, let's have a look at the manual first of all. Secret Quest by Nolan Bushnell, video game designer and Atari pioneer. No, it isn't. Every effort has been made to ensure the accuracy of the product documentation in this manual. Nothing about the front cover though. Alright, save the human race. First there was one alien space station, then there were 3, now there are 8. 8, I tell you. If left unchecked, laser gates, dragons and other evil creatures will wipe out the human race. To destroy each station, you'll have to confront the aliens in face-to-face combat and discover the secret destruct code. Once you have the code, use it to activate the station's self-destruction mechanism. Then the race begins. Can you get to the teleport room before the station explodes into the vacuum of space? Are you ready? Remember, you'll need precision battle skills, a keen sense of direction, speed and pure guts to save the human race. Okay, so you see there from the getting started instructions, this is one of the games from the later era of the Atari 2600 when the 7800 was already on the market and the 7800 was backwards compatible. The 7800 also didn't have very many games for it, so a lot of 7800 owners bought 2600 games as well. Okay, enter your initials by moving the directional control on your controller up and down until the letter you want appears. You must enter both initials in order to start the game. Alright, your quest. Whoop. Destroy all 8 alien space stations. The secret orders you received list basics on how to destroy a station. The rest is up to you. Search the rooms to find the secret destruct code, find the self-destruction mechanism and activate it by entering the secret destruct codes, then race to the teleporter room and escape the alien station before it explodes. Along the way you pick up weapons and other objects and fight alien creatures such as Spinner and Dragon. Fighting aliens takes precious oxygen and energy, which you can replenish each time you destroy all aliens in a room. The game ends when you destroy all 8 stations, run out of oxygen or don't make it to the teleporter room in time. When the game ends, the title screen appears with your total score. Okay, so here are some of the objects. If you're good, you'll find weapons, oxygen bottles, energy pods and sonic keys. To pick up an object, walk over to it and touch it. You'll be able to pick up all objects you find. You can have only one active weapon or sonic key. You can change the active weapon or sonic key from the status screen as described in the status screen. To use an active weapon or objects, press the fire button. There's 3 weapons to find: the energy sword, the sonic blaster and the particle beam. Press the fire button to use the active weapon. You may have to zap an alien a number of times to destroy it. Each weapon has a strength and energy value. Stronger weapons do more damage to the aliens. When you use a weapon, you lose energy units. Okay, that makes sense. Oxygen bottles and energy pods. Sonic keys. Okay. You can look at the status screen anytime during the game by pushing the TV type switch on the 2600 console up and down. To return to the game screen, push the TV type switch up and down again. On the Atari 7800, switch between the game and status screens by pressing pause. Okay. Right, and then down at the bottom there, you can see there's a re-entry code, so described as a save game system. Not a battery backup save system in the same way as The Legend of Zelda, but it is a means of saving your progress. So to leave the game you wish to restart later, follow these steps. Note the initials you entered when you started the game. On the 2600, push the TV type switch, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so the difference between this and sort of a conventional password system is the fact that it's using your initials as sort of a key for the code. And so it should be taking into account the points you've earned, the objects you've found, and that sort of thing as well, rather than just restarting you at a later level. So that was quite a revolutionary thing for the 2600 at the time. Obviously, Nintendo had been doing it for a few years with the NES at this point. But yeah. Alright, let's give it a go. Secret Quest. Alright, let's put in our initials. Or my initials, I should say. P. D. And then we are off. There's the energy sword, which you can swing by pressing the fire button. In true Zelda style. There's some energy. There's some oxygen. Interestingly, you seem to be able to hold that out without draining your... Oh, no, it does drain your energy eventually. It just does it very slowly. Okay. So, I mean, obviously this is a lot simpler than Zelda is. But you can see why the comparisons were drawn. You've got this sort of initial emphasis on melee combat. You've got this sort of grid-based map that you're moving from square to square on. Oh, this is where we enter the code, so we can't go in there yet. Well, we can go in there, but we can't do what we need to do in there yet. Oh, some much needed oxygen. Alright, I'm just going to zip past you. What's this? Oh, that must be the teleporter. Okay, so that's where we need to get back to when we're all done. If I survive that long! Which is not looking too likely. Oh, maybe. I might just hang in there. Alright, so lightning bolt. So if we go in here and enter lightning bolt. That starts the countdown. And we don't have to leg it to the transporter. And escape! Marvellous. Right, onwards to the next stage. New enemy types in this one. And the sonic key. Oh, they have had the foresight to actually assign the status screen to a button on the Switch controller. So that means you don't have to pull up the virtual Switch, the virtual 2600 switches in order to get to that status screen. That's convenient and considerate of them. I think we might die quite soon. Oxygen is basically health. It doesn't seem to decline over time, but it does... It does decline as you take damage. As energy declines while you're attacking. Oh! Death. Alright, I get the idea. Let's have another go. PD. Off we go. Pick up energy sword. Kill the bad guy, get energy. Kill the bad guy, get oxygen. Alright, that's the strategy. You want to sort of run them into your weapon. sort of position yourself in such a way that they will basically walk into you. That way you should take minimal damage and still be able to defeat them quite easily. Lovely stuff. Now, is the code the same every time, is the question. I guess we will find out shortly. No, it's not! Alright, so... sort of bow type thing. The map is the same though. That one. There we go. Oh, no, too far. Victory! Right, let's try going this way this time. Alright, we're in a much better state this time than we were last time. Actually, a nice variety of enemies in this already. Alright, let's go. So, nothing much to report in here, but we may as well get a pickup while we're there. Stab the poo monster. Ooh, a trap. And that is... oh, stairs. Are you giving me multi-layered dungeon secret quest? It's too soon to deal with this. Alright, let's see what's up here first. Alright, lightning bolt. That's the transporter again. Right, so lightning bolt and something else. Lightning bolt and bow to the left. That's the transporter. Why are there two transporters? I don't know. Ooh, loads of oxygen. I'm liking this, actually. And the combat's extremely simplistic. In that you're only fighting one thing at a time, but... so the exploration side of things is really neat. Alright, lightning bolt. Maybe it's not that one first, maybe it's that one first. How do you change the other one then? Oh, like that. No, it is the other way around. Oh, so you touch the wall at the side to change between them. Lightning bolt, bow to the left. There we go. Now run! I can't remember where the transporter is. Up here, maybe? Yes! I'm the best! Right, level 3. Multiple hits. Madness! Hopefully that means we'll find another weapon on this level somewhere. Come here. Die! Oh, I do not like these things. These maps are starting to get a lot more complex as well. Alright, so C arrow right. Not going to go down there just yet. Oh no! Oh no, it's a confusing maze. Thank you. Oh no. Oh no. It's a you should have brought pen and paper sort of game. Oh my. Oh my. What have I done? Or does it at least tell you which level of the space station you're on in the status screen? That's something, I guess. Right, well. Nothing to see here from the look of things. So we can basically write off that area completely. That's good. And the enemies don't come back. That's nice. Right, C to the right, arrow to the right. Oh no, I don't know it yet. Can you leave the code half done? So if I put that there, and then put that there, can I leave and come back? Ow! I can die. Certainly. I guess I'll die. Well, that was something, wasn't it? I enjoyed that. That's cool. Challenging, certainly. Particularly once you get into that third level and the map starts getting a bit more sprawling. But also that's a game that you can probably learn the more you play it as well. So you can sort of figure out the best route through each level. You can figure out the areas you don't need to go to. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That would have been a really nice addition to the Atari 2600 library. I mean, 1989... very late, obviously, but there were still people at that time who were loyally and happily holding on to their old Atari 2600s for one reason or another. Maybe they couldn't afford an NES, maybe they didn't want to upgrade to an NES for whatever reason. yeah, it's cool. And like I say, it is often described as an attempt to make The Legend of Zelda on Atari 2600, but it's actually something quite distinct from it. It has some elements in common, but it sort of blends them with a bit more of the kind of arcade feel typically associated with the 2600 than Zelda does. So there's less of a feeling of sort of being on a grand quest and exploring a huge world. Instead, you're very much going through several discrete levels and accomplishing things along the way. But things like sort of the way the map is structured and that sort of thing, all very interesting indeed. I don't think I've played this before. I was aware of its existence, but I don't think I'd actually spent any time with it before. So yeah, that was a real pleasure to spend some time with. But we'll leave that there for today. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.